That is the other separation of powers. In the most EN, that is in most European nations, for instance, the two persons are separate. In the UK, the head of the state is in UK the head of the state is the monarch. Get it? In UK, the head of the state is the monarch, while the head of the executive is the prime minister. So what do you say? The head of the state is monarch, and the head of the executive is the head of the executive. And the head of the executive is prime minister. In France, there is the president and the prime minister. In the US, on the other hand, the president is both head of the state and head of the executive. So in US, it's different. Both the powers are within the same person. Now we'll go for the legal systems. Fast forward. Legal systems can be used in two senses. That is to describe the body of laws and mechanisms for their enforcement in the country, and to describe the underlying nature of a country's law. Nature of the country's law. What is a legal system? What is a legal system? I don't know. So let's read it. Legal system in a country embodies. One second. A legal system in a country embodies both the law of that country and the mechanism the country has in place for regulating and enforcing those laws. Therefore, a legal system incorporates the company's law, the legislature, that is a lawmaking body, the judiciary, the body that sits in the judgment on disputes about laws, the prosecution system, that is the system that seeks to ensure that criminal law is enforced and people who break the law are prosecuted. The police is a body which seeks to enforce the law and protect the public. The prison system, the system that ensures people who have broken the criminal law are detained in accordance with their sentence. The term legal system is also used to describe the underlying nature of company's law. Very important, guys. The term legal system is also used to describe the underlying nature of a company's law. And over here, we just learned everything from top. There's the company's laws, the different laws we have learned. The legislature is the lawmaking body, we all know that. The judiciary is who sits and disputes about laws. The prosecution system, the police, the prison system, we all know that. This is basics. So what we say now, let's go for the 4.2 part. What is law? Law is an enforceable body of rules that govern any society. Positive law is the body of law imposed by the state. Okay, law is the enforceable body of rules that govern any society. Positive law is the body of law imposed by the state. If you don't get it like by logic, you can just by heart it. It's nothing so complicated. It is a body of rules that enables societies to operate. Such, it does not have to be written down, but can be simply rules that everyone in the society knows. Given the sheer size of the world, then law has not historically been seen in global terms, but rather than manageable societies. Both for back in human history and today in some societies, law has been seen in terms of families and tribes. More recently, in much of the world, it has been seen in terms of nation states. Many states have written constitutions outlining citizens' basic legal rights and a body of national law or rules which governs how the state operates. This is known as positive law. So as basically positive law is nothing but the laws created by the humans, like the people of the country, the citizens of the country. They stand up for it, and because basically they are the ones who are forcing this law. It's obvious that it is in the interest of them, and in that way it is a positive law. Get it? Then we go for types of law. Yeah, the main distinction between the types of laws are basically national law and international law within country, outside the country, and between criminal law and civil law. Criminal law and civil law we have studied in earlier. So let's go. Each nation has a set of laws. First of all, every nation has a set of law, which is basic. I don't think that's needed to underline, which regulate how entities within it relate to each other and to the state. This is known as the national law. Basically, each nation has the laws and we have to obey that laws. So it's basically a national law. This is distinct from international, which reflects the interrelationship of sovereign states and which attempts to resolve the problem of conflict of national laws within each state and increasingly across national boundaries. There is also a distinction between civil law and criminal law. Get it? There is a difference between criminal law and civil law. Now, conflicts of law. We'll go for conflict. My God. They'll go for conflicts of law. In addition to the existence of positive or national law, individuals and corporations interact with one another globally, and this has led to conflict of laws. This occurs in situations where people from different states with different legal rules have been in relationship with each other. While nations have interacted happily with one another over many years, improved communication systems resulting in increased international trade and other relationships has prompt moves by various bodies to develop international legal systems and understandings with each other. Conflicts of law occur when people from different legal jurisdictions trade with each other and their respective legal rules conflict. Basically, when people from one person is in UK, one person is in USA, and they both are having something like a trade going on, and the laws over here are different than the laws over there. So that is the conflict of laws they're talking about here in the international law. It's basically the international law system is a system of law regulating the interrelationship of every states and their rights and duties with regards to one another. Basically, international law is, we can even say it as universal law, like it's applicable over here also and there also. So it avoids this conflict of laws. Certain international organizations, such as the United Nations, companies, and sometimes individuals, for example, in the area of human rights, may have rights or duties under the international law. International law is a system of law regulating the relations between sovereign states, the rights and duties they have in regard with each other. International law deals with the matters such as formation and recognition of states, acquisitions of territory, war, law of the sea and space, treaties, treatment of aliens, human rights, international crimes, and international judicial settlement of disputes. So, guys, what I'm going to do is let me see. The chapter is so long, I guess. Yes, there is a lot of things to do, and if the video gets long, I don't think you'll be interested in completing the video, and you won't be interested in even studying as you will get bored. So, guys, we'll be doing it here only today, and we'll be continuing from sources of international law tomorrow. Guys, this is my first video. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say and like understand if I'm teaching good or no. And please let me know, guys, in the comment section whether is this video helping you guys or no, and is there any improvements that I have to do. And if you guys want the video to be in Hindi, I can even make that, because my mother tongue is basically Hindi, but as most of them are learning in English, so I thought the English would be better. So guys, please let me know if you have understood everything until sources of international law. So from tomorrow and the next video, which will be coming out tomorrow, will be on sources of international law, and hopefully we'll be completing this chapter by the next video. So the part one was just till here. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it to your friends who are finding a partner to study the F4 subject, the global version basically. And thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.